Good morning and welcome to another episode of Fish and Forage. My name is Zach, and if you haven't seen this channel before, I do everything outside in the Pacific Northwest, like fishing, foraging, hiking, camping. Today, we are going crabbing. So today we're out here on the Oregon coast with our crab traps out. We have these Danielson, they're not Danielson, they're crab hawks. They're basically the clamshell type crab traps that I've thrown out there. They're soaking for about 5 or 7 minutes. In fact, the first one should be ready to pull soon, so hopefully we get some crabs today. I have a recipe in mind. I'm excited to show it to you. We might go clamming later. Right now it's high tide, so we can't clam anywhere, but later in the day it's gonna be low tide. And if the weather stays nice and we have luck, I'll stick around and I'll probably go clamming to get some cockles or butter clams. And those will even make the recipe even better. Right now, let's pull in a crab trap and see what we got. Let's do it. Oh, we got crabs. We have a crab. Boom. Proof of concept, guys. So this guy's a little too small. It's a male. Aww. This poor little guy. He's got no claws. Crazy. But this is what we're after. It's a Dungeness crab. This is the goal. This guy's actually harmless because he's missing like most of his legs. They do grow back, so if he survives long enough, he'll molt and grow back those legs and the pinchers, but it's kind of sad right now. But this is the species we're after, Dungeness crab. They have to be 5 3/4 inches. This guy's probably only 4 or 5 inches. It's not big enough, but this is the goal. The trap works. I'll go over that in a second. But yeah, first pull, got at least a crab, even though he's a little special. But yeah, they're out there. Good. Hopefully we can pull in some other ones. So I'm gonna toss this guy back. What we're using here is this little clamshell. You see if it, as it lays on the ground here, it lays flat. So the crabs will come over here and they'll start munching on this. And as soon as I pull on this, that's actually connected to both of the sides, and it'll clamp it together and trap any crabs in there. We just gotta hope for a bigger one. So let's toss this back out. Go for another. I don't really know like the best technique for this yet. It works. So trap number 2, let's do it. I think these have been sitting for about 5 or 7 minutes, maybe closer to the 7 end of things. Oh, it feels heavier for sure. Get over here. Oh. Whew. Got a couple in there. And a big thing of cardboard. So, these are both males. Look at him. Look at this guy. He's got a big mouthful of the chicken there. Greedy little guy. But they're both males. They both have pretty hard shells. This guy I don't think is big enough, but this one might be. I'm going to measure him. So let's toss this guy back real quick. If you're ever going crabbing, you need one of these crab gauges. They have the different lengths on it, so you can see which state you're in. But you can measure from this point, so they're right in front of that point in this flat spot, to the other side where it's flat here. You don't measure the points. This guy, oh, he is so close. I don't know if you can see that. He's about a quarter inch away. So this is close. Good sign. We got 2 pulls, 3 crabs, and one of them's almost big enough. I think we're gonna have a good day. Let's get this guy back out there and get the trap back out there and repeat. I think that trap got moved, so I'm just gonna throw this one this way. So it turns out that the length of line I have is just about the distance I can throw these things. Set an alarm. We'll set an alarm for 5 minutes. Alrighty guys, it's been 5 minutes. Let's pull these traps. This was the first one, so I'm gonna pull this one first. Oh, it doesn't feel heavy. Nothing. Nada. That's not a good sign. Well, let's throw this one back out. Alright, this one's up next. Nothing again. Okay, that's not good. No crabs. I hope that was a fluke. Spot number 2. Oh, let's go. Here we go. First pull in the new spot. Oh, we got some crabs. Oh, babies. Greedy little buggers. Get out of here. Come on. Get some more crab. That's hopeful. No big ones yet. Let's try 7 minutes. Another baby. Little guy. Jesus! Look at that! Look how many crabs there are in there. They're all female or undersized, but there's so many. Just a couple babies. Red rock crab baby. Another bunch of little ones, or females. Just need one big male. Just one? So many crabs, but they're all small. What the heck? Or female. Come on, get out. Jeez. Ow! Ooh, he got me. That hurt. Little bastard. I don't even get to eat him. Oh yeah, he got me good. Jeez. Normally you can't reach under like that. Look at the claws on that guy. Getting a good couple bites out of that. Yeah, he's kind of small. You can go be a big muscly arm crab for longer. You would not want to get pinched by those claws, that's for sure. Oh, I think we got a keeper. Yes! He was barely hanging on too. Yes! Alright, get these little guys out of here. I think we just got a keeper, guys. Let's go! Oh, he's a fat one too. Look at him. He's missing some legs, which is unfortunate. But I'm pretty sure... Oh yeah, way over. He's like 7. Let's go! Let's go, guys. We got a keeper. He's missing a couple limbs, but damn, he's big. Let's freaking go. Just pulled this monster out. It's about 7 inches big. Big, huge Dungeness. Definitely legal. I've only been out here for like 4 or 5 hours and I got one keeper. And it was barely hanging on by the claw. Literally the claw was the only thing stuck in that net. And I drug it in there. So super happy about this. I'm super excited because that means I can actually show you guys the recipe. So get ready for that. I'm gonna be out here. I got like a little bit more bait left, like maybe an hour's worth of bait left. So we'll see if we can get any other ones, but this is perfect. I'm super jazzed. Holy crap. Not skunked on crabs. Thank you, buddy. May be a bad day, but it's your last bad day. So let's go. Just chock full. Oh yeah, definitely a keeper. Whew, 2 keepers, nice. He's a little guy, got little baby claws, but you can enjoy that. 5 3/4, pretty much on the nose. Now they're fighting. Nice, 2 keepers. They're not about each other's company right now, at all. Calm your butts down. So we're done with crabbing. We ran out of bait. It's kind of low tide anyway. I have 2 crabs. They're on ice right there in that there cooler. Now we're waiting for the tide to get a little bit lower so we can actually go clamming. So my goal is to get cockles. Cockles are really easy. You can actually just rake them up. So they're really easy to find. And I'm hoping to get a bunch of those because those are going to be great in the recipe I'm going to show you guys. It's going to add a lot of seafood flavor. It's going to make it a lot more meaty. We got, we might actually be able to do it soon. Maybe in 30 or 40 minutes and we can start finding those delicious shellfish. Got a mighty fine wading stick here. Trying to go out to the island. It might get too deep. We'll see. So I found a sandy place. You can't see it, but there's sand underneath me. And all I'm doing is bringing my rake through it and just feeling. It feels like rocks. If I do it right, I can manage to lift them up. We get cockles, but ideally live ones. Some broken ones. This is what we're going for. They're cockles. They burrow shallow in the sand. There's one. Right on top. Why even dig? That's a nice size one too. Look at that. Big old cockle. The tiniest cockle. But I did find one, so that counts. Boom. Number 2. Look at that. We're doing it. We're making it happen. Overall, pretty good day. Got 2 crabs, caught probably 30 or 40 little ones, but 2 keepers. Then we went out for clams later in the day. We got 5 clams. I think there's 4 cockles and 1 butter clam. We have plans for all of this. I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna cook up, it's a tonkatsu soup. It's like a pre-made, almost like a ramen, but you kind of spruce it up with your own stuff. So I'm gonna make a seafood tonkatsu. And the only thing that I didn't get that I wanted was some seaweed. Normally they have some big leafy seaweed out there, but I didn't see any. It was just like this stringy stuff, and I didn't know about that. I like the bigger seaweeds out there, but I'm on the road now. I got some nice coffee with me, so I'm gonna make it over the pass, make it back home, and then I'll see you guys in the kitchen, and we'll cook up some delicious seafood soup. Long drive back from the coast, but it's finally ready to cook. As you can see, it's very late, but we're gonna cook up these crabs. I'm going to show you how to kill them and clean them as well as cook them. So if you don't know how to clean crabs, it's very easy. It's not hard at all. What I like to do is get something with a sharp edge. Like in my case, I'm just using a cinder block. Grab all of the limbs, and they're kind of strong sometimes, so you gotta manhandle them. And then just get their face like that and just push down, just all in one go. And the head pops off. He's dead immediately, no suffering. And then you just, right on the middle there, just crack it. Breaks in half. Shake out that nastiness. And then there's some remnants here, so you see those lungs. Pull those off. Need these little dark parts. Don't want to eat those. And that's it. 2 cleaned crabs ready to cook. So I like to steam them So I actually only have like an inch or two of water in there. I don't have a full pot of water. And once it's boiling, it's really easy. All you do is just dump it all in there. It's got a pretty good boil going right now, so we're just gonna put all of our crabbies in here. Cover it up. It's gonna take a little bit to reheat back up. Once it starts boiling, it should only take about 5 to 7 minutes for it to be done. And it'll turn that really nice red color. And now I'll show you what we're gonna be doing. So we have this, boom. This is actually a Costco tonkatsu setup. And it's basically just a base. So we're gonna use this as like a base of the soup, and we're gonna put crab in there. I got the clams we're gonna cook right after this. And then we'll be set. We're gonna zhuzh up the tonkatsu into something tastier than the base tonkatsu. Another tip: get a bowl with some ice in it, because we want to cool these down quickly. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Might not be big enough. Not big enough at all. Bigger bowl. Arm just popped right off. Now I'm actually going to put a little bit more ice in here. That'll cool them down even faster. Get those cooling real quick. Now, we just need to do the clams, so I'm going to empty this out, put some new water in it, and we're going to heat it back up. So we want these to be as cold as possible, as fast as possible. Because A, cleaning them when they're hot is not fun, and B, when you cool them down really quick, it separates the meat from the shell and makes it a little easier to clean overall. Boom. Oh yeah. These are actually really big cockles, so we should get some good meat out of them. Now they're going to be really similar to cook. They're going to be about another 5 or 7 minutes in boiling water. Unfortunately, there's no easy way to kill them first, so we just got to boil them. And they die pretty quick. You'll know they're done when they pop open. Got a hard boil going. I want these things to die as quick as possible. Less suffering the better. So let's dunk them in. Definitely killed the boil, but it should be pretty hot still. They should be dying immediately. Alright, should be done now. It's been 5 minutes. Oops. Falling out of their shells. One more sneaking around. There it is. Boom. So now we got our crabs cooled off, ready to clean. Our clams, oops, which are going to take a little bit of cleaning too. We're going to cut out that dark stuff and basically just cut them up into cut out that dark stuff and then basically just cut them up into little pieces. We're going to clean a couple of our crabs for the soup. And then we have our water boiling, so as soon as we're done cleaning and cutting these up, we're gonna put it all together and enjoy the tonkatsu. First up, let's get the clams. Most of this little area is just guts, and it's not really good because there's just a bunch of gunk in there. So, cut that off, get that little thing out. Yeah, see, most of this is just guts and stuff you don't want to eat. So, you can toss that. We're gonna eat the digger, pretty much. Probably cut down the center of it. see that there's some gunk. I'm gonna take it over to the sink and rinse it out a little bit. But you just want to get most of that brown stuff out of there. So once it's done, it should look like this. You can see it's all just the white meat in there. So that's pretty good. We're gonna do that with the rest of them. I'm gonna cut this into little pieces too. So it's just ready to toss right into the soup. So we got our clams all cut. We're ready to go. Now let's crack some crab. Some people use crab crackers. I only use a fork. I don't need fancy tools. So what I do is I take the crab, let's zoom out. Take the crab, one half of it, and I just peel off all the legs. And then you're left with this knuckle, this big body segment, and you can actually just kind of work this apart. Like it comes apart pretty easily. Okay, I lied. It takes a little bit of effort. But this white meat, so there's a bunch of compartments pretty much, or different segments in there, and there's still white meat in it. So we want to get all that out of this center area. This is actually where a lot of the meat is, this body area. A lot of people think it's just the legs, but there's a lot in the body. But all this is good meat. There is some translucent parts of the shell you want to make sure is clean out of there. But overall, there's a good amount of meat in here that you do not want to miss. Look at that, just tons and tons of good meat. Tasty crab. Real nice looking meat. There's no like perfect way to do this. You just kind of have to break apart the little segments. Just manhandle it if you need to. If you've been around for a while, you know that crab is my favorite food in the world, but if you haven't been around for a while, then now you know crab is my favorite food in the world. Now the claws. You just take it, just break it into each segment. So now you have one of these segments. What I do is I just take the fork and I just use one tine and slide it up in there. Maybe. This way probably works better. And then you just pull it. And these bigger pieces, the thicker shells, you have to be careful because it'll kind of break into tiny pieces. But you pull it like that. Get rid of those shards. And then you just pull it long ways. Boom. Look at that. Break up the meat if you need to. Get a big old piece of meat out of there. Yeah. That's what we want. Try not to use thin forks. If you use a thin fork, you'll bend it on some of the thicker shells, so be wary of cheap forks. Another trick is if you get the first leg's little pointer, you can use it as a tool to dig out other parts of the crab. That's it. Just work through the rest of the legs. Get yourself a good pile of crab, and we're gonna do that and put this all together in the soup and dig in. I'll see you when it's ready. Oh, alrighty guys, all done. This is only 1/2 of one crab, but it's more than enough for my soup. And then we have our clams all done here. So now we're just gonna follow the directions on our tonkatsu. And at the end, we're gonna include all of this delicious seafood, and then we're gonna eat the best part. Easy tonkatsu. Came with this nice pack of spicy goo as well as the base. So this isn't hard. If you want a nice warm soup that has seafood in it, this is incredibly easy and it's going to be very delicious. You don't need to be a chef to eat this or to make this. This is every man's seafood tonkatsu. Simple, easy, and it's gonna be really good. I've had a long day. It's cold most of the day. I'm very excited to have a nice seafood soup dinner. as well as our spicy goo. I don't usually put all of it in because I'm a wuss. I should put about half of it in. Okay, and now the main event. Let's put all of our clams in there. This is like gonna be mostly seafood cheese. And then all of our crab, just a ton of it. So let's just mix this up real good. It's mostly crab and clams. It's hilarious. But again, just super easy. But who doesn't love a good ramen dish? Let's put it in a nice bowl so we can look nice and official. And we're gonna top it with some more crab. And there you have it. Simple, quick, easy, a great way to use the seafood you catch. Just pre-made ramen setup with some added goodies from the ocean. Now, my favorite part, actually eating it. I've been up since like 4:30, getting ready, driving out to the coast, struggling catching those 2 crabs. It took a while. Finally got 2 at the end. By the time clamming was open, I was already kind of tired, so I was like sluggishly looking for these clams too, these cockles. You know what? It all came together. Got home, cleaned everything up, cooked everything up, and now we have this delicious seafood tonkatsu. First bite here with this clam. Oh, it's a little spicy. It's good. That clam actually didn't taste like much. So that first bite was the butter clam. I didn't really get that much taste out of it, but that bite was a cockle. And it's like this nice, just super mild, super sweet seafood flavor. Let's try a good bite of crab in here. Look at that, that's a good bite. Can we get a close up on that? That nice chunk of crab meat right there. This is the main event here. That is really good. It doesn't add much. Honestly, the tonkatsu seasoning is pretty strong, like the flavoring. But you get this real sweet, like low, nice, sweet, subtle flavor from that crab. Pretty good. Overall, it's pretty good. It's hard to go wrong though when you just add a bunch of seafood to some ramen. Oh yeah, yeah, okay, it's good. I got a good bite of crab in there. It's very delicious. Get a nice clammy bite here. Got a big old chunk of clams. Look at that bite. Oh yeah, that's gonna be a good one. Yep, this is perfect. This hits the spot. I'm so glad it worked out. A lot of times when I go to the coast, I'm like I'm worried because I oftentimes come back skunked, but I'm really glad it worked out today. I haven't had a super successful ocean day in a while, so I'm glad that happened. I'm glad that I got to take you guys along with me. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this. I'm really hungry. I'm excited. I'm literally gonna finish this and I'm gonna like go lay down and probably pass out. It's been a long day, but this is hitting the spot perfectly. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you had fun. I look forward to bringing you out to the ocean more. If you do like my content, definitely think about hitting that sub button. I do appreciate that, and comment below. I love hearing your guys' feedback. Love hearing your questions and whatnot. And yeah, I hope to see you again soon. I'm gonna finish this and probably pass out. Sounds like a good plan. Until next time, keep fishing, keep foraging.